Masashi Kishimoto nails a ton of different aspects when it comes to Naruto, from the design of its world to all the colorful characters that inhabit it. Many of these characters are both beloved and well-written, from the titular protagonist Naruto Uzumaki himself to threatening villains like Itachi Uchiha. However, even compelling characters have at least one negative trait that stands out. While some have committed unforgivably heinous crimes like mass murder, not all fan-favorite characters have committed atrocities of this caliber. Some simply fail to do a proper job as a sensei, while others are built up to have momentous potential only to have it go to waste. 10. Rock Lee will sacrifice his physical body for one battle. Only able to use taijutsu compared to his ninjutsu and genjutsu fusing counterparts, Rock Lee struggles compared to his classmates. It takes him years of tireless training and dedication to start perfecting his own fighting style, and he's able to stand against skilled opponents like Sasuke, Gaara, and even Kimimaro. However, Rock Lee is far too willing to pull out his signature technique, the 8 gates, in order to win fights. He almost does so during his bout against Sasuke, but is stopped by my guy and suffers devastating, life-altering consequences for doing so during his match against Gaara. 9. Minato Namikaze isn't able to be there for his son. Also known as the Yellow Flash, Minato Namikaze is heralded as an exceptionally strong shinobi all over Naruto's world. Minato is an unparalleled prodigy who achieves his dream of becoming Hokage. He's beloved by the entire village and is regarded as one of the best Hokages. Tragically, alongside his wife, Minato loses his life while attempting to save the Leaf Village from the Nine-Tailed Fox, while the village and many lives within are ultimately saved. This also means Naruto is not only left as the Nine-Tailed Jinchuriki, but has no parents to help guide him through adolescence. Although Minato couldn't control the situation and ultimately isn't his fault, the fact still remains. 8. Hinata Hyuga's entire character starts and ends with Naruto. Especially compared to some of her female counterparts, Hinata undergoes a lot of growth throughout Naruto. She goes from someone who faints around her crush and has little to offer combat-wise, to someone who can confess her love while standing up to a ruthless Akatsuki member. The main issue with Hinata is that all the growth she goes through is undoubtedly linked to Naruto. She's encouraged by Naruto, stands up to others because of her love for Naruto, and in Boruto is reduced to little more than being a housewife for Naruto. 7. Gaara loses any shred of his former personality after becoming Kazekage. Gaara quickly becomes one of Naruto's most ruthless villains after his introduction in Part 1. He kills a team with no remorse during the Forest of Death arc, and has no problems initiating the Konoha Crush, with the goal to cause as much destruction as possible. Fans are overall pleased with his transformation from cold-blooded killer into Kazekage, but not everyone is happy with his change into a soft-spoken, kind-hearted character. There are those who wish Gaara would have kept at least some shred of his former cold personality, or at least been shown struggling to balance his new and old roles in life. 6. Jiraiya's perverted nature didn't age well. Jiraiya becomes Naruto's mentor during the latter half of the original series, and he ends up becoming an irreplaceable figure in the young Jinchuriki's life, while Jiraiya's role throughout Shippuden is much more serious. The same can't be said about his role in Part 1. Throughout Part 1, Jiraiya's most pronounced trait is his perverted nature. This wouldn't be an issue on its own, but he's frequently shown either trying to peep on women at the hot spring, or sexualizing Naruto and only agreeing to train him in exchange for glimpses of his problematic sexy jutsu. 5. Shikamaru Nara is written to be sexist early on. One of the smartest members of Naruto's cast, Shikamaru is nothing short of a genius. His quick wit and ability to come up with tactics on the fly during battle has saved both his life and his comrades on numerous occasions. However, Shikamaru's character also suffers from his portrayal early on. During Part 1, due to experiences with his mother growing up, Shikamaru has a negative opinion on women overall. He generalizes the girls around him as bossy and hard to deal with, ignores them as candidates for the Sasuke recovery mission, and underestimates every female opponent he faces off against. 4. Sasuke needs a target for his vengeance. Sasuke Uchiha is, without a doubt, one of Naruto's most complex characters. There are quite a few times throughout the series where Sasuke seems to be far past the point of saving, but Naruto is eventually able to get through to him, finally knocking Sasuke back to his senses. While he is responsible for many atrocities throughout Naruto, his biggest character flaw is his need to constantly have a target for his aggression. This target is Itachi at first, then Naruto for a brief period of time after Sasuke realizes he's far too weak to stand up to his brother. After Itachi's death, he briefly makes the entirety of Konoha the target of his hatred, despite this clearly going against his brother's wishes. 3. Kakashi fails to do his duty as a sensei. Widely agreed to be one of Naruto's coolest characters by the fanbase, Kakashi Haddock is introduced as Team 7's sensei. He quickly proves how powerful he is by not only single-handedly holding all 3 genin back while reading, but he's an even match for Zabuza, an S rank wanted ninja. Despite his impressive skills, Kakashi fails at being an equal sensei for all 3 of his students. Especially compared to the other squad leaders. Kakashi focuses solely on Sasuke until after he defects from the Leaf. And even then he passes Naruto's training off onto someone else. Aside from praising Sakura's innate control over chakra, Kakashi doesn't teach her a single useful skill either. 2. Itachi is essentially forgiven for mass murder. Itachi Uchiha is originally built up to be one of the cruelest villains in Naruto. With only Sasuke's perspective to go off at first, it seems like Itachi only set off the Uchiha massacre in order to antagonize and spark hatred within his younger brother. Shippuden reveals the truth, which is that Itachi had no choice but to kill off his fellow clan members in the hopes that at least his younger brother would be spared. Even if his reason is compelling, the fact that his character seems forgiven for mass murder because of both his true reasoning and his terminal illness doesn't sit right with some fans. 1. Naruto loses sight of what's truly important after becoming Hokage. Throughout the entirety of Naruto, titular protagonist Naruto Uzumaki emphasizes the importance of bonds. After all, it's thanks to the bonds Naruto makes with Iruka, his teammates, and later much of the Leaf Village, that allows him to chase after his dreams so wholeheartedly. After becoming Hokage, however, Naruto seems to lose sight of the things he supposedly holds so important. Naruto consistently places his workload over being a present father, husband, or friend. He supposedly does this because he views the entire village as his family, but it's not worth letting all of his personal bonds suffer. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more.